All right, all right. Good evening, good evening. What's happening? I see already we need to adjust this camera a little bit. Hold on. Kind of funny how every day's a little different. What worked yesterday doesn't work today. What works today work tomorrow. But it's an easy fix, so, you know, whatever. Alright, so we are trying the Morbid Metal demo. I think this caught me eye at another one of the showcases. No way. I left my whole ass coffee in the other room. How sad is that? Alright. One moment. Okay, this time we're for real. And, you know, got the coffee. I usually make the coffee and then set it in the room while I'm setting everything else up. And I guess I just skipped that step today. All right, let's see here. All right, yeah, sure. We'll try. We'll see. We may end up coming back. Demo save. Oh, have I tried this? 56 seconds? I doubt it. I think I probably loaded into it just to see if it would actually load up. A little quiet on my side. I'm not sure. Levels look okay in OBS. Cool. All right. Surprise, surprise. Movement in camera. Naturally. R2 to dash. You release it to keep running. Noise. What's happening? Beyond Belief? Welcome in, welcome in. That's cool. So we do have a double jump, but this air dash is... I like that. Begin with the dash by pressing R2, running toward the edge, and leap off, perform a double jump. Then use dodge. Yeah. This the new Ninja Gaiden? Well, sure. And right after it, we're playing Ninja Gaiden.
How pleasing.
Using the anchors in the air will launch you to the next platform. When the icon appears below the anchors, press L2, then follow it up with a dash or a jump to adjust your landing. Okay, I don't really understand that, but we're gonna find out. Okay. I got you. Square to attack. Avoid enemy attacks by pressing R2 to dodge during combat. You can dodge any time, even during attacks. This will cancel your current action.
Are your combat systems online yet? Let's find out.
Okay, okay. R3 to lock on. Use your available skills. Skills take time to recharge. Circle is nano blades, launch lethal energy blades from a distance. Triangle is blink strike. Instantly vaults flux to the enemy for a single violent strike. Looks warframey. Yeah, I can see that. Well, that was cool. Looks pretty.
Your siblings stood no chance. Wonderful.
Oh, you gotta pick up the health. Okay. Oh. Cool. The indicator above enemies' heads shows when they'll attack. When you see that indicator, press R2 to execute a perfect dodge. Alright.
How about some reflex tests?
Wasn't it? That wasn't it either. Yeah, I did that a couple of times in the fight. Pretty cool. Oops, missed that one. Apparently I'm bad at perfect dodging in this game. That's fine. We'll get better. Come on. Charge your special skill by performing combos. Using it consumes one charge. Destroy your enemies with Flux Special, which is an R1. Dig. Dig. I hadn't actually seen much of Warframe before, maybe like a week ago. I think a couple of other streamers started playing it around the same time. Rain's World, that usually drops by pretty late in the stream to lurk, and Demon Hunter, who, really a style meter, who drops by time to time as well.
Forget the lies she filled your mind with, and focus. Slaughter your enemies, and prove your worth to me.
To you. Oh, I mean... Oof, that was dumb. Whoa, now. One thing that would have to get used to with this game is I don't really have, like, when I actually take a hit, there's not enough of a response, you know, to let me know. Like, the health gets taken away, but it's like, oh, Have I been hit yet? Of course I have, but like I wouldn't have been aware of it if I wasn't watching my HP like that. Alright, Rage in the Machine. Grants a damage boost when your health is below a certain threshold. 33% at a 25. Increase your maximum health or grants an additional charge to Flux's Blink Strike. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take this. How's the sound? Is it too low? Seems fine. Okay. Aerial enemies are giving me some trouble, I guess. Just you. I guess that would be the other option. It's just to dash, Blink Strike through them. Alright. Rage in the Machine again. Reduces all the skills cooldown when you kill an enemy. Resets Flux's Blink Strike cooldown when you use it to kill an enemy. No, I'll do this. Can be traded for routines, but not in the demo. I will say, well, mostly it seems fine. I guess this is the way we're supposed to go, so we should go mess around with this. Getting used to that, distance it takes to stop running might be a thing. I guess it's just another path, huh? Oh. Back around. Did we get something over there? We probably got something over there and I already figured it out. Hey, this guy looks badass. Echo is an elite heavy hitter for crushing crowds of enemies and dominating bosses with devastating power. Use the shapeshift to instantly change your character. Oh, I don't have to fight him first? Echo has 2 distinctive wide range skills, both including an airborne variant, yes, and a special skill. Triangle is the ground cleave, circle is echo blade, and R1 is an echo strike. Whoa, what's going on right now? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh. It definitely, you know, the slower strikes feel great for the power. Like communicating the difference in power. Love it. We're gonna die, but it's fine. I'm fine with it. Oof.
I will not allow you to fail. You will grow beyond.
Okay, we got an A. Well, so this stream, you know, that could be, maybe I have the settings too high. You know, I'm relatively new to PC gaming, so you know I did notice what you're saying, but I have it right now on ultra settings, so you know I could stand to come down. But this is also kind of a test, you know, since I haven't played, yeah. Ultra 4K, right? So this is definitely a test, and you know, because I've never played the game and streamed at the same time, and since this game that we're trying out for the developer at the beginning of the week will be on Steam, I'm kind of just taking everything for a spin. So you know, if we do drop frames, you know, definitely be sure to take note. And maybe from your experience, you can tell whether we just have the settings too high. It seems like you know, with the combat's not failing, if there's occasional like stutters, that seems like it's probably, you know, it means we don't necessarily have the wrong settings so much as like sometimes the game demands a lot. Ultra is never needed. Not even with the best cards. Okay, let's try going down. So you're saying if we go down to high, we probably won't experience much of a difference, huh? So that's completely my inexperience. You know, I absolutely defer. You can turn on frame rate counters in Steam. Oh, okay. Let's see about that. Guess I don't have. Let's get a ballpark for performance. Because the thought I've had, I mean, obviously I don't know what my machine can do. But also the other part is like, you know, I've been considering whether, you know, like seems like it's pretty common for people to run a game on one computer and stream on another. Like, is that actually necessary? That's what I'm trying to, you know, ultimately decide. I guess we'll go, okay, so in game. There's a Steam overlay. Okay, Steam overlay performance monitor. So show performance monitor. Let's say in the top right. Performance monitor key. No idea. Oh, I guess let's do like fuck? Okay, frames per second, single value. Or we could do CPU, GPU, and RAM. For 4K, it might be pretty taxing to do both. Well, that, you know, that's what we're trying to figure out. And if it's not, you know, if it's not realistic to play in, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, obviously there's the consideration of whether games even can, you know, are made for 4K, you know. Okay, so we have our little tiny frames per second counter, which right now is at 45. That high. Oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah. I clicked on something. Oh, probably quit that iteration. That's fine. Okay, so let's try going down to a small, let's try 2K, right? Oh, yeah, definitely see the difference. You want it to always be at least 60 frames per second. So yeah, right now, I mean, average, right? Like this dipped to 55. Obviously, we need to see what happens in the, you know, in an action sequence. Oh, did we just restart the iteration? That's interesting. So, okay. Let's try this. We'll go back to 4K. Let's try FSR upscaling helps loads for 4K. Okay. So let's try that. So right now we're about, well, we're 50. Let's see what happens with combat. I still have my dude?
There's nothing like you. Show no mercy, no hesitation.
That's cool. Oh, bring it down. Nice. I know I am for the PlayStation. I honestly don't know for the computer. Eku's ground. Oh, I see. So you get boost the damage of Eku's basic attacks. Doubles? Wow. Boost the damage of the second swing. Damage is based on the total damage dealt by the first swing. And Eku's ground cleave impacts nearby enemies and knocks them down. That sounds helpful, but I'm going to take this. HDMI 2.1 is the only one that will go up to 120 frames per second. Oh, so you're saying it could be like a equipment thing. Like if I make sure I get an HDMI cable, it may change what's happening right now in terms of frames per second. Wouldn't that mean that we would always be getting at least 60 though? But that we'd be capped at 60? Oh, weird. It started us... Wait, did it start us here the first time? Getting used to echo is going to be a thing. Echo games. Come on. Capped at 60 frames. Data bandwidth limit of the cable, right? But that said, it would. I mean, if we're not at 60 anyway, then it's not the cable. It's not an HDMI thing, right? Heals you for a percentage of the enemy's health if they're killed by Flux's blade form. Releases a damage energy pulse when you kill an enemy, or after using nano blades. Melee attacks also shoot projectile blades. Oh, that could be cool. Like if we were locked at 60, you know, maybe with like little intermittent dips, then that would suggest that, you know, replacing the HDMI cable would have an effect, right? Yeah, 9070 XT. The other thing is I'm not sure about, you know, how much the CPU really takes a role, because, you know, it's like I've dealt with, you know, theory, but like, you know, how does it actually work? Been trying to decide if I need a CPU update or not. Let's see. Obviously I don't if I'm not trying. I mean, this already is working better than I was expecting it. Do more damage, but also suffer more damage. Yikes. Double everything. Each hit generates tokens, but you also lose tokens when hit. All basic attacks and skills heal you by a fraction of your missing health, but you also lose health every 5 seconds. Hell nah. Alright, we're gonna do this. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I guess I just need to, you know, we just need to get some time under our setup in Steam. Right now we're floating at 50, and now we're below in combat. You know, I guess the other part of it is then deciding what is an acceptable loss. You know, definitely scrolling, you know, getting down to, oh shit. Getting down to, you know, 2K, there was obviously a very significant difference. But also, you know, being that the goal is 60 frames a second at all times, or, you know, the majority of the time at least. Obviously affects things as well. Pulls enemies through Eku's air thrust. Oh. Heals you for a percentage of the enemy's health if they're killed. Yeah. And boosts the damage of Flux's basic attacks. Let's do this. And then we'll try and kill with Flux. Overworld NPCs and logic stuff will generally be the bottleneck for more frames per second at lower resolutions. At 4K, a 5090 is almost always the limiting factor. Yeah, see, this is another thing, actually, I forgot that I wanted to learn not that long ago, is I want to learn how to actually read benchmarks. I'm sure there's a lot more information in there than we gotta get time in, you know. Playing on console and not having to think about it versus now, you know, having a piece of equipment and not knowing, you know, where that equipment stands and what it can do and what it should do, what to reasonably expect, and, you know, what is reasonable performance. I like that. I will say that, you know, I think I said before, like, I'm definitely, you know, happy with, you know, I didn't expect it to be able to run this at all. So, you know, the idea that we are, you know, playing and not dealing with, you know, what are in my determination, you know, unplayable frame drops. Uh-oh. This is such a weird one. Oh, I broke his shield. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be trying to kill with this form in order to get some health back. Each Echo Strike swing pulls enemies in. Wow. Yeah. So he's got a lot of that. Releases a damaging energy pulse and then grants a temporary critical chance boost for all characters when you kill an enemy with a blink strike. That could be a thing. We're gonna do this. Tokens. At 4K with a 9070 XT, you'd imagine most games can hit 60 frames per second with dips here and there. With upscaling, you can get close to 70 to 90 frames per second. And the upscaling, well, we did this for anti-aliasing, right? Do I have something to change or to determine whether it should be upscaling or not? Oops. I mean, I guess. Oops. Not what I want. Render resolution. You know, for NVIDIA, you can force any game to run upscaling, so AMD might be the same, but it's a bit of a rabbit hole. Yeah, it might be in the actual AMD software then, right? Not actually something controllable in Steam. Game looks pretty nice. Okay, so now I'm starting to see some, like, blur. Oh. Wait, did I change that? Let's go back to high. Uh-oh. I think I just broke it. Okay, there we go. So I must have messed with something. Okay, let's just take a look here. It's interesting that it can change without having to... I would imagine it would have to, like, restart. Upscaling basically will render the game at, like, 1440p, and sampling image, it's gotten really good and looks better than native 4K. I believe that. Which is definitely something to play around with on the back end. But obviously for the purpose of right now and for testing. This looks a little starting to get closer to like PS4-ish. Let's see. Oh dear. Oh, we're at 48.9. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actual... Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes.
What are you capable of?
Oh, I died. Medium settings are generally the console versions, with the PS4 Pro maybe having high is a few things. Alright, let's do one more iteration and then we'll switch over to Ninja Gaiden. Actually, you know, depending on where we get to, it might be more interesting to finish the demo. I think it's a pretty short demo. Obviously extended by our experimentation. It's also interesting that we don't start at the beginning. There's like a check, even though we die, there's a checkpoint. Or is there? No, I guess this is the same place, right? It's just not dark. Echo Strike, yeah. Grants an additional Blink Strike, and then, of course, repeat attack damage. Chance to strike twice. Yes, please. Let's play with Aku again.
Do me proud.
Oh, destructible environments. How did I not notice that before? Seen that proc at all? Spawn an orb when the player attacks enemies. Here, let's check that out. I bet we could, for instance, turn down the shadow quality and maybe the fog even. Ambient occlusion and global illumination without affecting too much.
Show me what you've learned.
Oh god. Okay. Get rid of this guy. Come on. Killing an enemy has a chance of spawning a healing orb. Sounds great. Boost the damage of the second strike or boost the damage of Flux's boom strike. Yeah, let's do this. Motion blur and ambient and chromatic aberration always off. All right, let's see. Oh shit. Do we have a chromatic aberration setting specifically? Doesn't look like it. No chromatic in this, but in general. Oh. This is... Yeah, maybe I like... maybe I like motion blur, but let's see if I get used to it. A devil's bargain. All attacks are critical strikes, yours and your enemies. Deal more damage, but also suffer more damage. Or all basic attacks and skills heal you. Oh yeah, but you lose health every 5 seconds. For 3 oh, I see. Yeah, let's try this. I mean, we only have 25 hit points, so... if we get hit, we're going down either way.
They are obstacles on your way to perfection. Nothing more.
Ooh, you trying to get me? Oof. Nice. Reduces all active cooldowns when Eku's skills hit more than one enemy. Instantly kill enemies hit by Flux's blade form if they fall below a certain threshold. Orbs deal double damage to stunned enemies. Try this. Really using the blade form, but doesn't mean we can't. Oh, that makes it even more interesting. Okay, so we can... we definitely need this, right? We definitely need this.
capable of.
Good lord. Ugh. What an idiot. Okay, yeah, I like this game, and it's been a good test. I think we'll switch over to Ninja Gaiden now. So anyway, yeah, that's Morbid Metal.